Derek, it's Ian at Hem Healer. How are you?
Who?
Ian from Hem Healer.
Oh, hey, how's it going, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm just checking in to see how you're doing.
I haven't had no issues in a while, so that's a good.
Perfect. So you've had so since last Sunday you haven't had any come back, huh?
Nope.
Perfect. Well, would you mind if I ask you some questions? If I record this conversation, ask you a few questions, and then I'll just use your first name and stuff. You don't have to worry about identity, and I'm just going to ask you some stuff about Hem Healer. Would you mind doing that for me? You got time?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. Derek was on Hem Healer, and it took Derek a while, but once we had you take the 3 in the morning and the 3 in the afternoon, how long did it take before you started feeling effects of Hem Healer?
Immediately, like 2 or 3 days later,
Two.
I went through that little pain period where it's doing what it's doing there inside there, and after it subsided, it was like 2 or 3 days later, and I was pretty much feeling better.
Really, and because if you told me right, because me and Derek had talked on the phone earlier, you had them for you're battling them for about 2 years, right?
2 or 3 approximately, yeah.
Yeah, and then what had happened? How bad was how bad of pain were you experiencing with them?
Oh Lord, it was almost like your commercial about it felt like a medieval torture chamber or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Every time you go to the bathroom, you're going to be in pain for about 5 or 6 hours.
Yep. Yeah. And your job too. When we talked, I already know what Derek does, but Derek's a truck driver, correct?
That's absolutely correct. So I'm sitting on my ass, excuse my French,
No problem.
sitting on my butt all day long, which is one of the things that you guys don't want to do with these, because you want to be able to be active a little bit,
Yeah. Well, and that's why with that little uptick in taking the 3 and the 3, it did its job quick. So even with those jobs where you sit down a lot, it still does its job. I'm glad that you're doing a lot better, and I know you still got some, right? You're still taking it to keep moving in the right direction, right?
Absolutely. I'm not going to stop taking them for a long time. I don't want them coming back. I want everything you guys tell me on those bottles. Keep taking them. So
wonderful, wonderful. Well, I'm glad you're doing great. I just wanted to check in, and I thank you too for kind of spread the message a little bit. A lot of people are super skeptical about this thing, and you had them for 3 years, I had them for 15, and I know how skeptical people can be because most people have tried, the creams and everything else, and the frustration kind of leaves you with no hope. So I'm happy you took the chance with this as well. So I thank you for that, Derek.
Yeah, and I also appreciate you were always available. Anytime I called or emailed or anything, you were right there. You were pretty adamant about, hey, let me get these out to you and let's get you taken care of. You cared pretty much about your product. Yeah.
Well, thanks, man. I think that was my big thing too with starting the company was I wanted to make sure that I had something a little more like old school where you called, you got to talk to somebody and somebody that would actually care and help. I think I probably told you this, where a lot of people that call me where I'm just like, our job here first and foremost is to get you healed. So I was really happy because it did take you a little bit longer just because of the profession you're in, my friend. So it took a few more days, but anyways, man, thank you for taking the time to because this helps other people too, man. I know a lot of people look for reviews and stuff of this product, and it really helps, and it helps other people. The pain and stuff, so it helps other people, make the decision and start getting their life back. So I really appreciate it, Derek.
Roger that. I recommend anybody that utilizes this product stick with it because